hours of the regular show on terrestrial radio, and you wanted a little bit more, so that's why you found the Gun Talk After Show podcast, where we saved all the best things that we can't say on regular radio. Now here's Tom, Michelle, and Jim for the Gun Talk After Show.
After show time, where we gather together to do this thing that we can't do on the radio. So, to kick us off, we've got Jim Kinsey over there. Hello, James.
Greetings, sir.
And Michelle Cleland.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you're here.
I am here.
I'm sorry. Did I sound disappointed? Never mind.
Surprised?
She's in soft voice today. She's in library voice today.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Are we borderline losing our voice today?
I think so, yes.
Awesome.
And your husband feels how about this?
Yeah, I think those were his prayers.
That's not nice.
No, he would never, to my face, admit
he would
that.
never admit to that.
Publicly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, my goodness. So, all righty. Well, let's get some calls here because we have those, and then we have Jim has all sorts of things to tell us, and he doesn't know yet, but he's going to.
Great.
So there you go.
I'm going.
Yeah, you can't wait.
Yeah. I wish I knew what they were, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's like I'm always happy to do the show to find out what I'm going to say.
So, are we flipping a coin for Lee or Brad? Or Brad
Let's go
Lee,
Lee first.
if they were together.
Lee came in first, so Lee gets in first on after Anderson County, Kentucky. Hey, Lee, how are you?
You don't want to know. I don't want to talk about it. But I have heard on NPR that Facebook is reporting users to authorities when its AI reports to Facebook that those users are prone to suicide.
Oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
So they're
I
using
think
their
it's scary.
AI, their artificial intelligence, to look at your post and then make a guess as to whether you are suicidal, and then they're going to report you. And, of course, as we know, in some states, there are laws that allow people to call for your gun confiscation with such a call.
Exactly.
Well, but it's okay because I absolutely trust Facebook.
Oh, and the government.
Now I understand.
He's that person.
Hi, I'm Mark Zuckerberg, and welcome to Facebook Talk. Wow, that's really weird and totally frightening because if that doesn't scare you, you don't really understand the implications and the ramifications of something as huge as Facebook basically calling the authorities on you based on social media posts. Wow.
Furthermore,
yes,
they will not tell anybody what criteria their AI uses to decide whether you're suicidal.
Sure. No more than they will tell you any of their other algorithms.
Right. So do you think maybe the next thing will be, our AI says you are prone to violence?
Yes, absolutely. Clearly. And
Okay.
to which I would say, you don't need AI for that. Yes, I am. I am prone to violence against people who would hurt me or my family. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. Something is changing in the way that people look at Facebook. And I absolutely foresee a time when Congress, and this will work on both sides of the aisle, will be calling for some serious restrictions on what Facebook is doing. Because Facebook has become this almost omnipresent thing out there. If you're not on Facebook, you don't get it. I understand that. But understand it is everywhere. When you see people under 40 flipping their phones and looking at them every, minute or 2 minutes, they're checking Facebook. They're just on there all the time.
Right.
I see Congress taking some steps, and I would love to see a congressional hearing on this to say, okay, what are you guys doing? What do you think you're doing? How is it happening? And, oh, by the way, we're going to restrict you that, no, you can't call the authorities on someone. Now, the flip side on this, Lee, is, and you know what's going to happen, is they're going to say, well, wouldn't you want someone to know that someone is suicidal? And they'll play on that, and then here we go.
They're already saying it.
Yeah.
Or so I have heard.
I'm sure you're right. Wow. All right. Well, look, thank you for the heads up on that. I had not heard that.
Huh. So they could come to your work or your home and take your guns because they suspect you're suicidal. So I should basically start a fake account for Nancy Pelosi's security detail. And then just post all kinds of really macabre.
So they come and take their guns away.
Right, exactly.
Good luck with that. Let me know how that works out, okay? I want to talk to Brad. He's in Cedar City, Utah. I've been to Cedar City, Utah. Hey, Brad.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I am well. You're in a gorgeous part of the country, man.
It is pretty beautiful here. However, though, we're going to get into that time of year where we're going to get the snow shovels out and the snow blowers out here pretty soon.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a window. I got to drive from Louisiana to Idaho, believe it or not. And Cedar City is actually one of the possible routes. It's kind of like, do I go Denver and Wyoming? Do I go Denver and I-70 over? Do I go to, Albuquerque and shoot up, through your part of the world? And it's really going to depend on who has the weather when we get there.
Right. Well, I can tell you, I am impressed with how Utah does maintain their roads during a storm. They do a pretty good job with keeping all the interstates pretty clear.
Good to know. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, so you have a range report for us.
I do. So at one of the local gun shops, I picked up a Smith & Wesson 380 Bodyguard for $110 off. So I paid out the door $250, and I figured, well, okay, I'll, as they say, pull the trigger and give it a run through and see what it's like. And I had a certain expectation of it because I'm a big guy, 260 pounds. I got big hands, and that's a really small gun.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, I took it out to the range, and I was really impressed with how comfortable it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to let you and Jim talk because you two are kind of similar. Both of you are big guys with big hands, and both of you have bodyguards.
Right.
Hey, Brad, did you use the extended mag or just the stock mag?
No, I just used the stock mag. It has the little lip on the bottom, which helps.
Right. Yeah. But, even though it feels good, you may want to try. Just buy one extended mag and see how it feels, because it makes a world of difference. Especially you're like me, you got big meat mitts. It makes a difference. It really does give you more stability because it's a small gun. It's snappy. It's surprisingly snappy and if you can't hold on to it with nothing but a finger or two, obviously it's a situation.
Yeah, if half your fingers are waving in the air, it's hard to hold on to those things.
Right. So I suggest you try that. Just let me know what you think.
Okay, I appreciate that tip. And I know with this particular model, it having the not a striker fired setup, but the internal hammer, I read that a lot of complaints were the long and more stiff trigger pull. But to me, it was the equivalent of using a 686 Smith, double action. So I was used to that being a wheel gun.
Kind of like a double action revolver when you're shooting a double action. That's not a bad comparison at all. Mm-hmm. So when you shoot it, how's it working for you? What kind of accuracy are you getting out of it?
Well, at 35 yards, I was able to put 5 out of 6 on a 10-inch paper plate.
Good.
35 yards?
35 yards.
Wow.
I was really surprised because I thought I was going to be all over the place with it.
How'd you do with the laser off?
Oh, no, that wasn't with the laser.
I was just messing with you.
That's impressive.
No doubt.
Nothing to sneeze at there. So I take it this has now become your carry gun.
Yes, it's one of them. It just depends on which day of the week and what kind of mood I'm in. I figure,
I thought he meant multiples.
This one,
yeah.
And then maybe Brad, on Friday I'll carry this one. And
Brad, when you said it's one of them, we thought you were like carrying 3 or 4 at a time.
Attaboy.
That might be a little bit difficult.
Well, yeah, but as small as the Bodyguard is, you could carry 2 of those. You really could.
In all actuality, that is very realistic. With the size of it, it's super, super easy to conceal.
Fastest reload in the world. They call that the New York reload. Just pick up the second gun.
Right.
That's terrific.
But I highly recommend it. I was skeptical, and I went into it with expecting maybe a 4 or 5 rating. But I would have to say, as the movie guys say, I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars for sure.
Yeah, that's great. Well, look, I appreciate that. That's a great range report. Thank you, sir, and continue. And I got to tell you, part of that's the gun, but part of it is anybody who can shoot that well at 35 yards with that little bitty sight radius is a real shooter. Well done.
What kind of ammunition are you using in that Bodyguard?
Well, I was just target practicing with 90 grain round nose, but I'm using the the Hornady XTP 95 grain hollow point with the polymer point.
Awesome.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah, that's a good one. I guarantee you. And you can pretty much dissuade somebody from hurting you with that.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you absolutely can. You can, as they say, you get their attention. That's terrific. But, you know, I'm only halfway joking at those kind of prices, you could carry two of them.
Oh, yeah. I was actually really surprised at how affordable something like that was. And the quality of the gun is excellent.
Yep.
Well, that's often, well, a lot of people, I don't know how you carry yours, Jim, but a lot of people get those little pocket holsters, and that's actually a pocket carry piece for them.
Mm-hmm. You can get like the sticky holster, neoprene type holsters that slide into a pocket. You can get them out. You just can't get them back in real well, but it's not a bad option. And you could, you know, the other thing is, you could use those little neoprene type holsters inside the waistband. It doesn't have to go in a pocket. It works really well. You can just stick it inside your waistband and it'll stay there.
Well, the other thing coming up into the winter months, too, ankle carry starts becoming popular again. So it's always a great way to have a backup gun. So if you actually did want to have two on you, it's quite possible.
Yeah, when the snow's flying, you're saying, hold on just a second here. I got to pull my coat up.
Well,
now I got to pull my sweater up. Now I got to get my shirt up.
Get on my boots.
I'm getting undressed over here so I can get my gun out.
Yeah, I could tell you a big guy like me is going to have a lot of problems getting to an ankle holster.
Well,
yeah, I hear you. You know, and that's the other thing that's nice about big overcoats. You can actually put a gun inside the pocket of a coat, and that works pretty well too. Just please put it in some kind of a holster in there so it's not rattling around where the trigger is exposed to stuff.
And if you don't want to go the neoprene route, Brad, there's also a Blackhawk size 3 is what I use, and it's still kind of sticky, not like a sticky holster, but it's. Is
that leather?
No,
it's like a little suede.
Yeah, it's like fake suede.
Uncle Mike's makes them. Blackhawk makes them.
Yeah, and they're
yeah. You can always use a spare sock.
Oh,
clean sock though, clean sock.
You can get a little bit of sock lint in there. That's no problem.
That's just what you need. Then you can go all Charles Bronson and swing it around and smack them with it.
Oh my.
Okay, we've gone far off the rails, Brad. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Let me tell you, I enjoy your show immensely. Let me tell you.
We'll appreciate it. And look, thank you. That is truly a great range report. And by the way, good shooting.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, you take care. All right, guys, let's take a quick break here. When we come back, Jim's going to tell us a whole bunch of stuff he didn't know about.
Ooh.
Great.
Ooh.
Built for personal and home protection, the Smith & Wesson M&P 380 Shield EZ pistol features an easy-to-load magazine with load assist button, an easy-to-rack slide, and the M2.0 crisp trigger and enhanced grip texture. With its easy-to-rack, easy-to-pack, and easy-to-shoot design, the M&P 380 Shield EZ is perfectly sized 380 protection. Find out more at smith-wesson.com.
Tired of searching the web for the best deals on guns, ammunition, and gear? Download the free Gun Dealio app today for deals and discounts right at your fingertips. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, ammo, optics, lasers, gun safes, targets, gun cleaners, grips, slings, and much, much more. Save money on products you want from the companies you love. New deals, discounts, and rebates added daily. Gun Dealio, available for free in the App Store and Google Play.
So fire away, I guess.
So I hear that there is a new gun that appeared in your future and actually soon to be in your hands.
Right. Well, actually, it's been in my hands. I tried to steal it from Cleveland's Outdoor World, and they caught me.
Wow,
again,
imagine.
Yeah, they said, well, you better not, dude. You better put it in layaway.
Well, you know, that's because they actually assign somebody to you when you come in the door now.
Dedicated.
That's right. Just you think it's somebody there to help. No, that's not what it is.
Security.
Dang. It was that see-through for you.
All right. So tell them what you got your hands on.
I got a P365 SIG.
The little SIG 9, yeah.
I've yet to order my extended mags, which I have on the bodyguard, which with my hands I need them. I just do.
Okay.
But what a cool gun. and I've been reading more about them. And stood in the store for like 3 hours. Like, you already put a deposit on. You can leave now. I'm like, no, I need to touch this.
So you got it on layaway for Christmas? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, and then, of course, I went back 2 days later and made another payment.
Of course, because now we're in a hurry, right?
Right. It's like, I can't go back and pay this thing off in one day, but I could split it over 2 days.
So when you first picked it up, tell me what that reaction was. Much smaller than you thought.
Yeah, it is, and light. It's kind of, I was obviously in a safe direction, but I held it up to look down the sights, see what it's like. I didn't have to point it. It kind of went where it was supposed to go on its own. It's like,
just lines up.
It does.
Yeah, it's got
the grip angle's right.
The grip angle's right. The sights are nice. They're big. I'm a little concerned about the holster snagging or whatever, but you had sent me a link for the SIG holster.
I went on the SIG website and just paid flat out retail for the holster for the P365, and it's delightful. It's a great little Kydex holster. It works great. It's got 2 belt loops on it, and I just run it the way it came out of the box.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to carrying it, and I'll probably have to carry it for a month or so before I make my call to Crimson Trace, because they make a particular model for that gun. And I think that would be a great little setup together.
So Michelle, did these just like appear in the store? Is this one of those deals you guys just kind of have orders in and then they show up when they show up?
Yeah, because, of course, we knew about them in January and February. And, we put orders in for a ridiculous amount of pistols, it seemed like.
Right.
But, of course, they just trickle in. And then here all of a sudden we just had a handful of them.
Oh.
And so.
Not anymore.
Right?
How long did a handful last?
Yeah, they don't last. Matter of fact, there might be one left. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And of course, we have people, we got caught up with the list of people that we had that wanted them.
Oh, sure.
And then as they get out there on the street and more reviews and stuff come out, more people are like, oh, can you put me on a list for one? So we're past that point. So they are out there on the shelf for the public.
Okay.
But, they don't last. I mean, as you can imagine. And, Jim, you said something about that extended magazine. And we have a friend that has one, and I was impressed with how balanced it was, even with that 12-round mag in there, but, loaded full of ammo. It's awesome.
It just blows me away. You can have 13 rounds in something that small.
Well, it's like I said. I mean, and we have so many good guns out there, and we were talking about a lot of them today with the Shields and the XDS and all the other manufacturers have great guns. And then this one comes along and you go, okay, this is a little bit of a change. It's not like revolutionary, but it's enough different where you think it's going to be, a lot of people are going to start making guns that have to compete with it at its size and capacity level. Because we haven't had anything, I don't think, Michelle, anything that was quite that small with quite that capacity.
Yeah, what do we call that? A moderate subcompact?
They call it a micro.
I'm like, because micro to me is getting smaller, and this is smaller, but yet it's bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I think of micro as like a...
Like the little bodyguards or the
Derringer.
Right, or the little Ruger
LCPs. Yep.
Yeah, I think that, and this is bigger than that and much easier to shoot than that.
But I think what the LCP did, I think this how it kind of changed the industry.
Yep.
I think you're going to see something very similar with this gun because it's...
Yeah, I mean, the LCP was revolutionary. And the thing, what's interesting about it was we actually had the LCP before Ruger brought it out. It was the Kel-Tec. When you think about it, the Kel-Tec was out. It just never did have as much distribution and as promotion
traction
as Ruger could put behind it. And then they brought out the LCP, and everybody went, wow, that's really cool. And of course, the real gun guys are going, yeah, well, I've had a Kel-Tec for years. It's kind of the same kind of thing.
Right.
So this is a whole different deal. Man, it's a great time to be a gun person, isn't it?
No doubt. On the hardware side, not on the political side.
Yeah, no, look, the politics are the politics, and we've been through ups and downs, and that's going to, we're going to fight like crazy. You win some, you lose some. You just try to win more than you lose. And right now, it's going to be kind of a defensive battle for a while, and we're going to be taking shots. We're just going to be taking it in the shin a lot.
Well, and I would like to throw out there, too, at this time of year coming up, that, it's getting to be tax time, and all of these companies, like, the NRA, the NMLRA, the NSSA, anything that you belong to, all of them take charity donations that are taxable contributions.
Tax deductible.
Tax deductible contributions.
Right.
And so when we're talking about trying to support who we can support and throwing money out there, I don't want them to forget about these organizations that host all these people too.
Now, but be careful, because donating straight up to like the NRA is not tax deductible. You got to make sure it's the Friends of the NRA, or you got to make sure it's a 501c3 or something that's tax deductible, if that's important to you. But look, if you're going to be throwing $100 at it and you're talking about saving, a few dollars off of taxes, don't worry about it. Just give it to the NRA or the Second Amendment Foundation.
Or better yet, buy some memberships for other people. It helps our numbers.
Amen. Yes. And there are deals. I mean, I think membership's up to $40 now, but there are always deals out there with different gun makers offering discounts, or retailers,
or Gun Talk once in a while.
Every once in a while, when we can work a deal with them. We what did we end up doing? Like 17,000 life members in 7 weeks. We cranked out. That was a great promotion. I wish we could get that one again, but I think it's shocked them so much they're kind of like, holy smoke! What just happened?
But at a time when they need the numbers, they should look at that.
Be worth a phone call, yeah.
I'll try them again and see if they're up for it, because that would be cool. I don't know that we'll ever get it back down to that $300 level. That we had.
But even if it's just a yearly membership, we can get them 15,000, 20,000 of those. Heck yeah.
Well, and a life membership for a grandchild is an awesome gift.
That's a good thought.
You start thinking, it's like, okay, well, life membership, how many more years? People start thinking like that. Like, how many more years have I have? Well, even if it's only 1 year, you've still, it's going to a good purpose, something that you believe in, to go forward and protect against more political assassinations, I guess. Is that the right word I want to use?
Yeah, and if you buy a lifetime membership for a kid, it's, kid makes it to 60 years old, that's $5 a year or whatever.
None of us know. Yeah.
The current life membership is $1,500. I just looked it up.
Nope.
And so what we'll do is we'll see if we can't talk to them, and if we can come up with some kind of and they do have like a monthly easy pay, 60 monthly payments of $25. They've got some other things there. But we'll see if we can't do a promotion with them probably after Christmas, because it'd be hard to put that together between now and Christmas.
But they also have like Guardian memberships and stuff. I mean, there's always something that you can do with your membership to boost it somewhere.
Yes.
Or just donate.
Or even those associate memberships. What are those, Tom? Like $25?
Yeah, it's like $25.
So you buy 4 of those. That we give 4 new NRA members.
Right.
At the end of the year, if they want to renew themselves, that's fine.
Yep. No, I think that's a great idea. So let me see. I'm looking. 1 year. Actually, 1 year is $30. 2 years, $55. This is the regular membership.
Regular. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was the associate thing.
On the website. This is the NRA website. Yeah, $30 1 year. So.
So you buy 4 of them. It costs you $120.
Yeah, I like it. And look, don't do this. People say, "Well, I'll give an NRA membership to an anti-gunner." No, you're just going to irritate them, make them more entrenched, and there's no chance of renewal.
Right.
You have enough people who are gun folks, or who are Second Amendment minded, who are liberty minded, who would like to get it, who have a chance of renewing. Give it to them. Don't waste it on an anti-gunner. I know it makes you feel good and smirky and all that, but don't do that.
There's plenty of other ways we can drive them nuts.
Just just being alive drives them crazy. Driving around with your NRA sticker on your card makes them crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Sweet.
Exactly.
Oh, there's the music. There's the music.
Okay. All right. All right, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back and talk about music. That would be kind of a fun thing. And
nice segue.
It's going to make sense when we come back.
When the U.S. U.S. military's elite units and law enforcement agencies across the globe demanded innovation and reliability. They didn't settle. They chose Sig Sauer. When world champion professional shooters demanded precision accuracy, they didn't settle. They chose Sig Sauer. So it's no surprise more and more civilian gun owners are refusing to settle for anything less. They're choosing Sig Sauer firearms, ammunition, electro-optics, suppressors, air guns, and training. Sig Sauer. Never settle.
Tired of searching the web for the best deals on guns, ammunition, and gear? Download the free Gun Dealio app today for deals and discounts right at your fingertips. Handguns, rifles, shotguns, ammo, optics, lasers, gun safes, targets, gun cleaners, grips, slings, and much, much more. Save money on products you want from the companies you love. New deals, discounts, and rebates added daily. Gun Dealio, available for free in the App Store and Google Play.
The voices in my head have stopped, and I think the music's playing again. So, yes, I actually do what the voices in my head tell me to do. It's okay.
That's not always a good idea.
Oh, no? Well, they tell me it is. What can I tell you?
Okay.
And they're never wrong. So, speaking of out there, musicians tend to be. Just saying, because
we can end it right there.
Another good segue.
I'm actually not one, but as a drummer, I get to hang out with musicians. So there you go.
Nice.
I thought I'd beat you to it.
Yeah, thank you. Save me the effort.
So, Jim, you have been working on a project for some period of time. I hope this is something you're okay talking about.
Yeah. It's only been 40 years. What's the rush?
Why get into it now? I mean, it's another 40 years, right?
Exactly. About 40 years ago, I started a career, a burgeoning career as a songwriting guru. So I wrote songs about a bunch of gals and stuff, and got me interested in recording. So I kind of followed that path. Well, like they say, the shoemaker's kids go barefoot.
Yeah, I mean, because so people know, you are a musician and a professional recording artist and a studio guy. I mean, you own studios, and people come to you to record their music. Mm-hmm. So what happens to Jim's music?
Right, it goes on the back burner.
Yes.
So about 20 years ago, I was recording a jazz project, and we rented this $40,000 piano. It was gorgeous, and we recorded these jazz cats at night, and then they'd come in 5-6 nights in a row. But in the afternoon, the piano's just sitting there, and I'm going, I bet you they wouldn't know it if I played my own tunes. And so I had a drummer buddy and a bass player come. So we just laid down bass, drums, and guitar, and I put the project away. That was 20 years ago. Well, 3 years later, I met a Hammond B3 player, and Tim decided he would help out and play on the stuff. So I've been adding instruments over the years. So 40 years from when they were written and 20 years from we started recording, we actually wrapped the project up last week.
So this is just the way the Beach Boys did it with their multi-track deal, but they didn't take 40 years to do it.
They knocked it out in a few months, sure. But, that's just the Beach Boys. What did they ever contribute to music?
Yeah, right. What do they know?
Yeah. I don't even play any of their tunes out live because they don't play any of mine. So,
okay.
So.
Well, that's because you haven't released anything yet.
That's right. Well,
so do we have this thing ready yet?
It'll be in hand and released by the label on Tuesday of this coming week.
New CD from Jim, all original work?
All original except for one song. I covered a song nobody covered just because I liked it.
Oh, okay.
By an artist named Southside Johnny, a New Jersey guy.
Blues or what kind of stuff?
It's rock, pop, and country, surprisingly, even though I'm not a huge country fan. For some reason, I write country-like songs.
Yeah.
So we countryfied those, and we have a lot of fun with it. And the past couple of months have been really focusing on knocking it out and getting it done because I had some internal deadlines and some label deadlines and blah, blah, blah. But we got it done, and it comes out this Tuesday. And funny, the cute part about it is it'll be done in time for my 40th class reunion, which is a week from yesterday.
So you go back and go, so there, see?
Yeah, I hand her a disc and say, here, your song number 4. Excuse me, miss, your song 3 and 7. And they get to hear the songs I wrote about them 40 years ago.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So do you have a name for this thing that you can share?
Yeah, it's called What's the Rush?
No, is it really?
Yeah. It'll be available on iTunes and CD Baby here next week.
Oh, that's so cool. So can we play a little bit of them on the show sometimes?
We can. Well, not only can, you have been for 15 years and you weren't aware of it. your closing theme song for the past 15 years has been one of my songs.
One of yours.
Without
Okay. I thought you just stole it from somebody on the internet.
Oh, no, that's all the other music. No, I just took the vocals out, obviously, and mixed it as an instrumental bed and put it in the show 1 week. And you said, "Oh, I like that. Let's keep that." So for 15 years, we've been using it. And
okay.
So I've been getting airplay and didn't even know it. See,
that's right, and getting all those royalties from.
Oh,
it,
huge.
Yeah, huge. That's why you have that gun on layaway.
Yeah. Touche.
If there were credits,
I'm fun to work with, but I don't pay very well. So there you go.
The great part was I got contributions from my son who did the artwork layout. My other son did some of the engineering on it, and my daughter had a couple photographs I used and gave her credit. And I also got to use a photograph by Mr. Tom Gresham. You may have heard of him.
Cool.
Yeah, I used one of your Idaho shots of your airplane, and it's a gorgeous picture. And turned out real nice artwork-wise, and it's just a relief kind of that it's done. And we'll see. I'm not looking for huge marketing success, but you never know.
Well, you just want some gun money.
Yeah. If I can just pay this layaway off.
So now it's like you're broken even. Tom was using your music, and now you've used his picture. So
right.
it's like
That's
it's a wash
true.
now, right?
Oh, but he hasn't got my bill. So, and you can take as much time paying that as I've been paying your royalties.
I was just going to say, but Tom, you haven't gotten his either.
This is true. Yes, it works both ways.
At 2 cents a play for 15 years.
You could make dozens of dollars.
I can hit the dollar menu at Mickey D's now.
Well, congratulations. I know that's exciting for you.
It is. And I'll be sending you guys your copies and, billable, of course, but I'll send you some copies. And you can
COD.
Check.
Because he doesn't trust us.
Great.
She rode upon it. Return to Sunday.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my gosh. I was thinking about that song sometime recently. I was thinking, and no one under 50 has ever heard about special delivery.
Right. Well, I was listening to the lyrics, a couple of these songs, and they're talking about, making a call and contacting the operator, saving your dime, etc. It's like, nobody's going to relate to that at all.
Yeah, really, here's a quarter, call someone who cares. That's not even relative anymore.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Facts? What?
What are you talking about?
That was just in the 90s.
And there is a single gun reference in the title, or not title track, but the opening track.
Yeah?
Yeah, I made reference to my Smith 686.
Oh, nice.
So
cool. All right.
See, there is a gun tie-in here eventually.
There is.
Eventually, I'd get around to it. Sure.
Well, we can tell you don't get around to things very quickly.
Yeah, that's why I figure the name would be appropriate.
That's perfect. That is really great. Well, congrats.
Well, thanks.
Yay.
I appreciate
Cool.
it.
I cannot wait to see it and hear it.
Well, you'll be getting your copies on the way midweek.
Okay, sounds good. And then we'll start playing a few key selections around here. Woo-hoo. And then we'll be able to announce how will they find it? Because I don't know how that works on like iTunes. And
just search Jim Kenzie Project and it'll pop up next week.
Okay.
You spell your last name?
No, I'm not going to.
That's right. Too bad.
It's this artistic, this
Actually, it's a weird kind of a symbol thing he does. It's kind of a Prince-like thing.
Artist formerly known as Jim Kenzie.
Formerly known as Jim Kenzie. Now it's just a gun with a barrel that's all twisted up in a spiral. So cool.
Well, thanks for the publicity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Well, that's great. We're excited for you. And Michelle, when does your CD come out?
Right.
Whenever you push the eject button, right?
Yeah, they're paying me to not make it.
So now those royalties will just keep on.
Yeah,
well, I'm smart. Yeah.
Yeah, we figured you had to factor in hazard pay for all of us.
Right? Yeah.
It adds up.
The dogs start to overrun my vocals, and I just forget it.
It's a trio. You and the two dogs. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. I like music, and I can appreciate good music. So there you go.
Let people ask me, what do you play? I said, the radio.
Well, you're a guitarist now, not just a drummer anymore. You're actually a musician now.
I don't think owning a guitar makes you a guitarist.
Oh, I've heard you play.
As much as I could try.
I've heard you play, and you're doing great.
But do they give you a mic? Or do they plug in the guitar?
It's interesting. I say, can you play 10 or 20 yards away? So there you go. I'm up to like 7 or 8 chords now. Just gang away.
It's twice the amount you need to play most modern music.
That's what I'm finding. Well, if you got C, D, and G, you're the golden, right?
Well, yeah, throwing an E minor just to live on the edge.
Oh yeah.
Imagine where you'll be in 39 more years.
I kind of know where that's going to be.
When your CD comes out.
I'm going to be scattered over a lot of different places. Yeah, when my CD comes out. I like that. Oh. I better get busy and then put it in the time vault because I don't think I'm going to be here for that one.
Oh,
I hate to miss my own party, but there it is, Oh, goodness. So, yeah, in typical fashion, you don't have to be, it's like with guns, you don't actually have to be good at shooting to own a number of guns. And I've certainly found that to be true with playing the guitar. So, when you can't really play well, you just buy another guitar.
Oh, I thought you just shoot the guitar is what you meant.
We could do that.
Yeah, ooh.
None of mine.
Yeah.
But we could do that.
You need to get the slow-mo going.
I can see upcoming video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This gives me a chance to promote, for those who may not have seen it when it came out, if you go on YouTube on our Gun Talk channel, we have a music video.
Ah, that's right.
Remember that one?
I do. I had forgotten, but I do recall.
We have a music video shot at the shooting range where we have 2 of the guys, video editors from our crew, and Ryan, and we've got bass and guitar, and Ryan playing drums, and they're playing the song Back in Black by AC/DC, but instead of a snare drum, Ryan is playing a 9mm pistol. And every time there should be a snare beat, he fires a shot downrange.
That's great.
And we've got Helper swapping out live guns, because when you get down toward the end of it, you got to swap out and get a live gun so you don't end up with an empty gun. So I think we had 4 loaded pistols and lots of shuffling going on, and he's shooting the gun left-handed, although he shoots his pistols right-handed, and playing, he's got right foot, left foot, on the bass drum and the hi-hat, and right hand for the cymbals, and left hand is for the pistol. It was a hoot.
And actually, he did great.
Didn't miss a beat.
It's all in one take.
Yeah.
It's all in one take, yeah.
He missed one beat because of a faulty reload. I don't think he got the gun shoved over to him fast enough.
Oh.
And that was the only one. We actually did 3 takes and ended up not using the 2 second takes. And he did not miss a single beat on the 2 takes after that.
Yeah, I was gonna drop in an extra shot there to make it look right, but I'm like, no, you'd see it in the muzzle flash. So, but now he's got to replace his drum set because he's got 413 holes.
That's
in the
true.
thing,
He did shoot up his drum set, so it's okay. No, but it's really fun. It's on our
check it out.
Go to Gun Talk YouTube channel. It's kind of fun. I don't even have no idea what it's called, but you can find it. Well, cool stuff. All right, well, you guys have fun. And, Jim, you get to go over and visit and fondle your gun, but you can't take it home yet. So
but it's, Christmas is on the way.
That's right.
Got to take care of yourself, too.
And, Michelle, if you get any more of those, just let the world know because they will go flying off the shelves. I know.
Yes, sir. They do.
And so there's maybe one hiding over there at your place now, I hear.
I do. I think there's one left, yes.
Ooh, probably won't be by about noon tomorrow.
Right. If all goes well.
That's right. Good deal. All right. Well, you guys have a good week. We'll do it again. And then it's time for us to start talking about holiday guns when we take this up in about a week.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Thank you. And same to you guys.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Right. Gobble, gobble.
Well, that wraps up another Gun Talk After Show. But if you want even more gun-related stuff, don't forget to check out Gundealio. It's the app for Apple and Android phones that connects you to all the Gun Talk shows, plus even more. And we'll catch you next time for the Gun Talk After Show.